Yes, I haven't forgotten about you. Hello and welcome to a new Tech Royale. It's been a while. One thing this year has proved to me is that running something like this and trying to keep a regular updating schedule is quite difficult. And as I have done already in the past, I apologise. I'm hoping that 2013 will prove to give a slightly more regular update to Tech Royale. But in the meantime, what have I missed while I've been sitting on my backside? Not updating this video blog. Well, the UK gained a 4G network and the country collectively didn't notice. This has been... I thought it was a poor launch. There was a paucity of information before they actually brought the network live. I found the advertising campaign featuring Mr. Kevin Bacon to be pretty ropey at best, and the pricing structure, who were they trying to kid? Yes, okay, they're first to market and they can afford to charge a premium for it, but £36 a month on a 2-year contract with a 500 megabyte data allowance. I'm sorry, what? This is obviously the Orange side of the business taking charge of the pricing as opposed to the T-Mobile side of the business. T-Mobile still doing their rather reasonably priced Full Monty contract, for which you can get for as little as £21 a month, or if you look at the competition on the market, 3, or you can get unlimited data and a couple of hundred minutes for less than £13 a month. For a mobile network to come out and say, we want to charge you £36 a month and give you half a gig, but by the way, 4G is amazing, and because you can do all these amazing data things and use like download films and all this. So you're saying that we can use 4G to make our mobile life better, but you only give us this much to do it with. Yeah. I've not heard a single announcement as to how many or how few customers they've signed up since they launched, and I don't think they'll be crowing about it anytime soon. The 4G auction for the rest of the spectrum, 2.6 gig and 900 megahertz, I believe, off the top of my head, is in January, and all the major networks are involved, and hopefully we'll get competitive 4G services in the UK by August, September next year, at which point in time I may be interested. Until then, I have my new Silver Pancake 2 Pancake Harder. The name comes from, I used to have a Nokia E61, which was quite a large phone, which looked like a big silver pancake, and this is pretty much, more of the same in terms of the form factor stakes. Galaxy Note 2, absolutely cracking phone. If you can get past the form factor, I can. I've got a big head anyway, so holding this to the side of my face doesn't look too stupid in my humble opinion. Quite frankly, I couldn't give a monkey's anyway, but I don't really talk on the phone that much. I generally tend to use it as a small pocket communicator, surf the web, Facebook status updates, texting, etc, etc, etc. And this is like having a small computer in your pocket, especially when you can split the screen in two and put 2 applications on there. You can't do it with every application because they have to understand a dynamic canvas, I believe, which quite a lot of Android apps don't. But the ones that do automatically populate the multitasking menu, and away you go. You can have Google navigation on one side and you can have your email list on the other. It really is quite sharp. Incidentally, this functionality is coming to the Galaxy S3 via a software update as we speak, which is nice to see Samsung backporting a feature that they've used to advertise the Note 2, look at this ginormous screen, look what you can do with it, to a phone that is already the best-selling Android phone on the market, and for a while was outselling the iPhone. The other thing I really like about the Note 2 is the Pokey Stick. Now, I've had a smartphone for a long time. My first proper smartphone was a P910, and I've quite frankly always liked the stylus as a usage paradigm. I'm not Steve Jobs, I don't have a pathological loathing of it. When you're navigating desktop web pages, this thing is superb. You've got the precision and the control, and there's a funny little bit of software that Samsung seem to have added to it when you click on a link, and if you don't sort of quite get it and the software thinks you might have meant it but not sure, it gives you a nice little zoomed in bit of the link so you can click it again. But generally that doesn't happen too much with the stylus because you've got the precision control. You can also draw on it. You can take nice little screenshots by pressing down the side button. You can just see, he says waiting for it to focus, there is a button on the side of the stylus, which sort of functions as a right click if you like. It also knows that the stylus is hovering over the screen and does things like preview the video, allows you to scrub through the video timeline nice and easily. And it even recognises your handwriting in a significantly more successful manner than my Palm Pilot ever did. So I've been toting this monster around for a month so far, and I'm completely delighted with it. 16 gig of RAM 16 gig memory on board, 2 gig of RAM, quad-core 1.6 gig processor. You know, it is a beast, but the 3100 mAh battery keeps things ticking over nicely. I only managed to get to the end of the day with it squeaking about the battery in its first couple of days, where I was literally sort of playing with it every 5 minutes. Under normal usage, easily gets to the end of the day with a bit to spare, certainly enough to go down the pub and have your mates take the mick out of you for owning something the size of a notepad as a mobile phone. So I'm giving the Galaxy Note 2 2 thumbs up. It's my daily driver. I'm absolutely delighted with it, and I've made the conversion from Android to iOS quite simply, but then I originally started on Android with a G1, and I've been on just about every other mobile operating system on the way. All my contacts are in the cloud. Everything's Google, so contacts, calendaring and email is all in there. So shifting from phone to phone is pretty simple, and that's something I would recommend absolutely anybody does, even if you've got an iPhone, and maybe if you've even already signed up for iCloud. You potentially won't have an iPhone for the rest of your mobile career. You might get something different. So if you move your contacts into the cloud with Google, you can shift from smartphone platforms with nary a bump in the road. It might be a bit of a pain in the backside to get set up initially, but even things as creaky as Series 60 can be set up to do contact sync to Gmail and calendar, etc. So that would be a top Tech Royale tip. Move your stuff into the cloud, but don't pay for it, good lord. That's pretty much it for me for 2013. This is quite a short Tech Royale, but I really did want to say a very Merry Christmas to everybody before I tootle off for the Christmas break myself. I do hope that the large chunky fella in the big red suit has brought you lots of lovely gadgets for Christmas. He's hopefully bringing me a couple of nice bits and pieces, which should see a review early next year. I will do my absolute utmost to keep up with my schedule, at least one Tech Royale a month, if not two. And so all it remains for me to say is a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and yours, and I'll see you in 2013. Oh, and bring back Games Master.